arrived at the shrine.
Okay, doesn't seem like we were followed.
Investigate anything?
This is it. Tokisaka Shrine.
Yeah, definitely the same shrine we saw before.
This place has been here forever. A pretty good hiding place too, now that I think about it. I mean, who would have thought somewhere like this was really a hub of extraterrestrial alien activity?
Well, ley lines and all that, you know. Ooh.
All right. We're here, BJ.
Activate gate.
Whoa! What is all this? So bright. Are these holograms?
Access code approved.
I've never seen anything like this.
Uh-oh.
Except in the freaking movies.
Designating sector.
Wow. This is awesome, BJ. Oh man,
Executing shift.
you're really gonna...
So are sectors different times? So, like, because it was mentioned before with the KG characters, it was Sector 5? Oh my.
BJ, wait up! Don't leave me behind.
I'm assuming this sector is either the future or a representation of the future.
The location BJ pointed out on the map. It's a shrine nearby the school.
Yeah, we know that. We've been there.
His name is BJ. His mission was to protect Earth from other evil aliens.
How do you know that?
Jeez, this is getting pretty crazy even by dream standards. 1 second we're at the shrine, then we're surrounded by this weird light. And now we're in this place? What the heck happened to this city? It looks like there was a war. There's more?
The government has released a statement at 5:40 p.m. Japan time. Communications with major cities around the world have not yet been restored. It is likely that these cities have also come under attack by the same unknown enemy that has besieged Japan. Domestically, multiple locales are reporting serious damages. Currently, the unknown enemy has made landfall, swarming a large area across the bay. They are now thought to be headed in the direction of Kasumicho in Sakura Ward.
That was news footage. Wait, no. That's near our school. Is this... Are we in my town?
Yeah, but what time period?
I need to know more.
Would you like to know more?
It's hard to see here, but we have to understand. What can only be described as monsters have descended upon our town. It's quite difficult to comprehend. I see 5, 6, 7, no, there's more every time I look. What are they? Some say we are finally witnessing a takeover of aliens from space. Could this really be the end of humanity? Will our species not live to see past 2064? They're nearly upon us. To all of you watching, good luck.
2064. We're in the future? 80 years to be exact. This can't be real. Can it? Hey, where are you going?
Again, as I was pointing out in the previous part, like, there's a lot of, like, references to different Sci-Fi Stories right now. Because that one is just War of the Worlds. Which was obviously referenced previously, you know. Right there with the War of the Worlds. It's like, I wonder if she says anything different as a result of that, because it's very similar.
A classic sci-fi novel by that one famous writer. It features Martians that look like octopuses. They have three-legged weapons called tripods, and use them to invade the Earth.
Like, no extra dialogue from that? It's like... Because that's eerily similar to what we saw in that news report. Similar. It's like, and we had E.T. previously. It's like, obviously a bit of Men in Black as well. So what's going on here? What?
What are those?
Monstrous tripod higher than many houses. Striding over the young pine trees and smashing them aside in its career, a walking engine of glittering metal. Striding now across the hither. The War of the Worlds. Yeah. Might be
I
Heather.
think I know what they are.
Yeah. There we go.
Those things do have one extra leg, but they're just like the tripods. Weapons used by aliens to invade Earth. And now they're destroying my home. Is this really happening? Was Earth really attacked by aliens? Do they want to destroy humanity?
And why there's such direct reference to certain sci-fi stories? Like, only seems to be focused on this character right now with that element. So I'm gonna pay attention to like are like the stories we're seeing, like with each character, like more focused on them as people. Like, cause like this character is very like, she likes sci-fi stories, so the stuff that's playing out is very sci-fi story based. Maybe that's an element to it. Maybe it's about them as characters, not what's happening in the world.
BJ, why? Why did we come here?
Search. Memory cell.
Yeah, I know, but what is that? You're looking for this?
Sentinel. Sentinel number 17.
Oh, hello.
Did they find us? We gotta get out of here.
I was hoping to hear like the War of the Worlds type noise from it, or just the bwam. But no. Right. One updated. Okay. Alright, episode 4, wave 4.
How am I doing, Miura-kun? Anything I'm screwing up here?
Doing just fine, Natsuno-san. You're a natural.
This was his last gift to me. I gotta do this right so I don't let him down. Don't we have a bunch of bad guys everywhere already? Should we really be deployed all the way out here?
Our Sentinels were designed chiefly for long-range attacks. I was taught that my primary tactic should be long-distance annihilation. Never give them a chance to close in.
So if they do get too close, that's bad news?
Well, we've got electromagnetic battering rams for both arms in case of close-quarters combat. But we can't let them surround us. I don't know if we could fight our way out of that.
Okay, got it.
Warning. Dymal signatures approaching. Preparing to intercept. Initiate
Initiating tactical analysis.
They're coming. Mirakun, they're coming! What do we do? Should we shoot?
Stay calm, Natsuno-san. Get a clear look at the opposing forces. The enemy may have more numbers than us, but we can hit them all in one fell swoop.
Mirakun, I'm kinda shook up here.
We'll be okay. We can use the electromagnetic rounds. Shake them up instead.
Look, Mirakun! They're coming at us in one straight line!
I'm in the perfect position.
Charge them. Yeah. Pierce through packs of kaiju straight ahead with the main battery heavy railgun. Also, was it last gift to you? Was that BJ's last gift? Maybe. That'll start.
Enemy on the move.
Okay. Ah.
Did I get it?
Did I do
Enemy
it?
down.
That was awesome! You got them all in one shot!
That electromagnetic round has the power of a salvo from 46-centimeter battleship-mounted cannons. But a weapon that powerful comes with high energy costs and high risks to match. If you don't use it carefully, you might end up out of power at the worst possible moment.
Roger that!
Okay, victory condition, destroy all kaiju. Lost condition, terminal destroyed. Usual then. Okay, so you can go
Let's
now.
go, Natsuno.
Let's...
Gotta keep it together. Gonna be okay.
No,
Got their
that's
sights
not
on
what I wanted to
What's
do.
our plan?
I was just looking at different options.
Target confirmed. A hit! Threat suppressed.
Trying to think like so far in terms of like
Enemy ready?
where my mind
Right
is
down.
theory wise is because of the idea of terminals. It's like, to me, it's like I feel like this isn't about like time travel or anything like that. I do feel, based on what they've said so far, this is feeling like the different sectors are different time periods, but I don't think they're like actually traveling through time. I think they're, say, sort of constructs within a virtual world, so different sectors of a computer program, essentially. And they represent different time periods? As to why, don't know, but that's where I'm at right now. So it's like there's a sort of, if we see it as like a computer program, because like the whole terminal aspects, like, and there's like a mainframe. I'm sure they mentioned a mainframe previously. So the mainframe is like where everything is housed, so where all the sectors are. And then there's sort of like almost like a top layer to everything, which is this. It's like trying to put it in different concepts that I can make an analogy to, and it's like I can't think of one right now. It's just like this is the top layer, and below, in the mainframe, which can access via terminals, are different sectors which are different time periods, but recreations of different time periods. Whether or not the top level, which is what I would call this, is a different time period itself, or the present from the concept of this game, I don't know. But I am feeling that case of like it feels like simulated events that they're jumping between rather than time periods. And I'm feeling that more because of the references to different stories that we just saw previously. Feels like these time periods, these ideas have been created from stories throughout our history. That's the feeling I'm getting right now. We'll see if that holds up as we carry on forward with everything.
They don't stand a chance. Take that! Enemy signal terminated.
We got through it.
For a first-time pilot, those were some impressive moves out there.
couldn't have done it without you, Mira-kun.
Warning. Daimos signatures identified. Enemy in range.
What? There's more? How many of these guys are there?
Quite a few.
This isn't good. Looks like they're deploying wide-range attackers of their own. Let me check the Sentinels' data. Maybe we have a dossier in here somewhere. There we go. A surface wrecker. Colloquially called a twin tail. Is that all we have?
It's coming, Mira-kun. Do we attack?
Wait, I think we have new enemies inbound. Actually, isn't that...
Sentinels number 13 and 15. Are they friendly?
We're activating Aegis. This terminal will close soon.
What? Juro-kun? You're in a Sentinel too? It is you, Nachan. We're here to help. No way. You too, Yuri? What's going on?
Thank you, Juro-kun. I couldn't have asked for better support.
We have to defend the terminal until the systems activate.
Nachan, let's do this together.
So I'm also trying to think, like, okay, so if we're right on that kind of idea that the terminal is the way to get access to the mainframe, that's where the sectors are, and the sectors represent different time periods or stories that are being used for some reason. It's like, the whole point then would be, why? Why does that exist? And then... why is it under attack? Who's attacking and why? That's the bit I'm not sure on at this point. Like, I've got no, I won't say sure on. Like, I've got nothing as a sort of pointer towards what's going on. Like, why is it under attack? Why is there a need for this mainframe? Why is there a need for the sectors? What's happening there? Because I feel I'm on the right lines with that kind of thing, because I don't feel it's time travel. It's just there's something about, like, the way they're using that gate. It seems like a specific point to travel between things. And it's just, The second generation model for you Saka pilots come with support units, which are armaments that can be positioned. Once positioned, each support unit automatically takes action until the enemies are destroyed. Select Fuyusaka with left and right, left and right, left and right, then enter the action menu and choose sentry gun.
What to do?
Okay.
What can I do?
What can you do?
Focus.
You can focus. We have just realized we got that as well if we want it.
Right?
Okay.
Focus.
Can't mess this up.
Focus. So what was I doing with that? Just
How do I... Gotta keep it together. I've gotta do
because
this.
it's like I was meant to select you.
Stay calm.
I can't remember where the thing is now.
We can do this. Right?
Oh, I was gonna say we'll go to terminal enhancement there, but no.
I've gotta do this.
Let's go with this.
Gotta do something.
Okay.
Stay calm. Let's go. What do I do?
Yeah, because we can't use anything there.
We can do this. Right? What
Let's
do I do?
move. Is there a way to go back to the tutorial bit?
Number 15, keep it together. Out.
Can I get all of those?
Give up.
I was happy to hit the ones behind as well, but
What can I do?
apparently not. We need to move up a bit then.
Gotta think. Number 13, moving out. Can't mess this up. Okay.
Would that work on them? I'm not sure. Still a bit further.
Can't mess this up. Number 13, moving out.
Okay, certain enemies like Twin Tails attack from a distance using missiles. Missiles can be evaded by moving or intercepted with attacks. Deal with them in a way that best suits the situation.
They're attacking here? 17 within.
So I wanna, yeah, manual. It's like, ooh, God, it's the kitty. It's the story. Okay. Ooh, the organization. I just want that tutorial again. It's like it told me like I could get the thingies. So yeah, is there anything there? Doesn't seem like it. Movement, defense, skill enhancement. Ah, so there's a little BJ there.
Enemy threat range.
Okay, oh wait, we can zoom in and out. Ooh, 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 ooh. Okay, anyway. It'd be nice if I could get those, to be honest.
Damn Kaiju. Got it. Kaiju down.
Got it.
Where are they?
Where are they? Yeah, quite a few of them, you right?
Confirmed. A hit.
Nice.
Enemy unit destroyed.
I gotta do this.
Yeah, because we were meant to select you and then do something, and it's like, where?
What to do?
We got those missiles incoming, okay.
Enemy on the move.
Just looking at the little animation there. So what happens if we destroy these while those things are in flight? Does that
Here we
destroy
go.
the missiles?
Did I get it?
No, I didn't get
Okay.
them, so...
What now?
action. Wait, we can just target them here. Can I get both of them?
Just watch. That hit.
I can. Cool.
Focus.
That doesn't target them.
Yes.
Good job we don't have friendly fire.
Let's go, Natsuno.
Okay. Need rid of those, really.
Hit. All right.
Not throwing away my shot. Now.
I feel like we can take our time with these ones, to be honest.
Enemy signal terminated.
There's no reason to just
Can't mess this up.
go out there and cause problems for ourselves later, is there? I can get in range of you, so we'll go with you.
How's that?
Huzzah!
How do I?
You're just slightly out of range. We'll go for you.
It worked. I got him. What to do? Just watch. Get it.
Boom!
I did it.
Stay calm. Remember your training. Leave it to me. Take that! Got one!
Like, until we get something where it's like our score's important. Just like whatevs.
Aegis has been activated. Terminal's been closed.
I can't see any more kaiju around. Is that it? Did we beat them? Looks like it.
No. This is still just the beginning. If they can't use this terminal, they'll just move on to the next one.
If that's true, the more targets they lose, the more desperate our enemies will get, and the harder they'll fight.
Yeah. These battles are only going to get tougher.
Seriously? No more enemies, right?
Still need to see about that
Yes?
tutorial, though. But I think I'll end this part here, and we'll see about this Megumi character in the next part. And I can also check the recording and see what that tutorial said. So it's like, wait, I wanted to deploy whatever you told me to deploy, and it's like, I don't see the option anywhere. Gotta go see what it said. Anyway, we'll see you in the next part with Megumi. Ta-da for now. Nope. Wait, I'm back. Because I had a little discussion over on Discord after this part. And it got some thoughts going, some theories going, and I want to share them at this point. So basically, when I recorded the first 2 parts, I then looked at music that was recommended by Razzo over on Discord. And some of the music that was recommended to me, like, that I could potentially use for, like, the intro, the outro. Like, there was a certain element in the music that was reminding me of an anime from the end of the 90s called Big O. But after this part, with all the references, all the little things I've been thinking about, I had this just sort of jumping point in my head of like, what if it's not just the music that feels like Big O? What if the story itself feels like Big O? Now, as a result, I'm now going to talk about a theory I have, but it directly spoils Big O. So this is why I'm putting it at the end of this part and not putting it at the start of the next part. Because I don't want to spoil Big O for anybody who wants to watch Big O. So if you don't want to know anything about Big O, anime in the 90s, like you may not even know what it is or anything like that. It's about mechs and stuff, so it's kind of like Batman with mechs. There's a lot more to it though, so I don't want to spoil it. So very much, if you don't want to know anything about Big O, just go to part 5. Just go to part 5. Just wait for that. If you do want to hear my theories about it, like my thoughts based on what we got from Big O, then stick around. So, last warning: if you don't want spoiled for Big O, ignore this bit. It will be impacting theories later, obviously, but just skip this if you don't want to know anything about Big O. So, last warning. Just want to double check. Like, it's something like I don't want it spoiled for someone because I really enjoyed Big O. It's really, 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 really good. Right, so that's your last warning. That's it. We're going into it now. Right. Big O, as I mentioned, it's essentially Batman, but instead of the Batmobile, he's got a mech. And he fights other mechs in a city called Paradigm City. The city of amnesia. Like, people have forgot something. There was an event, essentially. I'm going to dumb it down a little as well. There was an event that happened, and everyone ended up with amnesia, and then they don't know what happened. This kind of feels very similar to what we've got going on here as well in 13 Sentinels. Like, there's a similarity there. Obviously, like, they don't know what's going on. The memory's been changed. Like, we saw that at the start in our first prologue already. Like, there was something about the memory being different. There's something to do with memory, so it's like, maybe there's an amnesia aspect going on there. What's that about? But essentially, there was some kind of cataclysm in Big... This is all about Big O, by the way. There's some kind of cataclysm that happened, and now there's basically only one city left called Paradigm City. Everything beyond that is just wasteland, destroyed, it's destruction, there's nothing left. But over the course of mainly Season 2, there is elements that basically get explained, or vagueness as well. Like it's never fully explored. It's just you sort of have to read between the lines. And essentially, the entire story of Big O is a sort of mech story that's almost like a production. It's something that's being constantly repeated on a loop. It is a simulation of events that happened previously on a loop. And you're following basically this character called Roger Smith, who is essentially Bruce Wayne, a similar aspect. And it's going through the motions, and he slowly starts to understand this. There's a conversation about tomatoes and how this guy is trying to grow tomatoes. It's like, it'll make sense when I get to like the point. He's trying to grow tomatoes, but it's like you never get them right. And he just keeps regrowing them and regrowing them until they really do feel like a proper, real tomato. Because at the moment they feel fake. Again, dumbing it down a little. So I feel like, because this is something that's speculation within Big O, like the idea of like that conversation and what's going on in Big O is the world is a simulation in a loop, and the people you've got in Paradigm City aren't actually people. They're recreations of people, like AI simulations of like people that did exist before whatever the catastrophe was. That's why they have amnesia. That's why they don't know what came before. There's something that happened there. And the loop is just going around again and again and again until they become real humans. Like they reach a certain level where they are real humans and they are basically uploaded to real bodies, and bish bash bosh, they are actual proper full-fledged humans once again and are released into the real world kind of thing. So basically they become real tomatoes. That's essentially the aspects of Big O that seem like they could match here. So what I'm thinking is, theory-wise, taking the stuff from Big O and applying it to this, I feel like some kind of catastrophe happened in the past. Let's put it all the stuff as well in this theory as well. We'll start with the Big O bit, but also the time travel element. Just put it all in one block first with where we are. There was some kind of catastrophe that happened. There were some survivors, but there wasn't many of them. So they tried to recreate artificial people, essentially, to basically repopulate, recreate the human race before whatever this catastrophe happened, make them survive. But the recreations are not perfect. So they keep running simulations, they keep running tests, and they keep doing that in different time periods, in different sectors. Because I don't feel like they're actually traveling through time. It's more different locations within a simulation which represent different times. And it's like different stories being brought up as well, as we saw across this recently. I feel that's all building towards trying to build up artificial people to become real people, and then they're basically going to be released and become full-fledged human beings and repopulate. It's from there though, it's like, well, it is still that aspect of like, what's going on with the attack? Because I feel like that we're on the right lines with that already. I feel like with the strong evidence to support that kind of thought process already, but it still comes down to that aspect of what's with the kaiju element? What's with everything being attacked? Is this just a recreation of what happened that led to the catastrophe? Is that part of like rebuilding personalities, creating these people? Is like trying to recreate the events before everyone died, that kind of thing. Maybe it's just another sector, which in this place would be like another time period. So it's like, okay, so I've got the Big O element, where it's like, I think it's a simulation. It's being looped around in order to create AI people become real people. Then those personalities, those people, those characters will be uploaded to real bodies in order to make the human race survive for some reason. That's where I'm at with the Big O elements that I'm thinking are very reminiscent of what we got going on here. But then it just opens up more questions as to what else is going on. So it's like, it's not a complete theory. It's just almost, that's the theory of what I think the setting is. And we're going to use that as a basis going forward. We'll see how right I am on that. Maybe there's some similarities. I imagine there's going to be some tweaking as to what's going on. Because in the case of Big O, there were some survivors, potentially. Again, it was a bit vague. In this, it's like, are there survivors? Maybe it's all like an arc. It's an artificial program to it just automatically does it and regenerates people, and that's running the scenario by itself? Or is there actually someone who's around, who's in charge? Those types of elements, it's like, the details of it is like, nah, I'm not good enough there. But I feel like we got a vagueness from that theory that can fit currently. So yeah, that's where I'm roughly at. I've got all ideas just bouncing off everywhere. Very much enjoying it, I will say, because if I've got ideas like this just bouncing everywhere, it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. But anyway, now we're actually done with this part. We'll see you in the next part. Ta-ta. For now.
The tomatoes. I'm one of the tomatoes.